Hello everybody, this is Des Fox, this is here, Desi. Welcome back to Rollers, the show where we kind of want the High Rollers crew to notice us, but we also don't want to get copyright stricken because we use like 3 seconds of their intro in our intro. But anyways, before we get into this week's episode, once again, daddy count, it was 3. I would like to, well, I bet it on 2. So that sucks. But also I'd like to say, Rip Azul, because, they're the one to count this week, and apparently, like, a bunch of people, like 20 people, voted for 3, so, rest in peace. But, with that out of the way, let's get right into this episode. Now, this episode, now, I thought, like I said in my last video, I thought, like, the Spellbound tournament was going to be this week's episode. Looks like it's probably going to be next week's, maybe 2 weeks, depends on what happens. Because, like, a lot of shit is going down right now, like, I don't think we're leaving Kaylee's rest anytime soon. At least I kind of hope not. Because, like, all this mess. Like, I don't know. It's fucked. But, like, yeah. We'll talk about that soon. First off, we started where we were last week in the Temple of Hesper thing with, Dean Simon. And, also there was no Katie this week, sadly. Best girl's not here. But yeah, so, yeah, but we get, like, a bunch of lore dumps and stuff, and some of it I missed, because my stream froze decided, hey, it's a great time to freeze a lot in the very beginning of this episode, where all this lore's dropping, so I probably did not write everything down, so I'm sorry. They talked about how, yeah, they talked about, Night Frost and stuff, and how, like, his kind, they had, like, 3 leaders or something, and one of them was Tiangong, and there were 2 others that I did not write down because like, it just went by too fast. But yeah, so Tiangong, big, was like, well, we already knew, like, Tiangong was really powerful and shit, so, like, this didn't come as much a surprise to me, but I guess there are 2 other powerful beings, so, yeah. We get a big lore dump on them that, if they're, I'm trying to remember what they're called. I'm pretty goddamn sure I wrote it down somewhere, but there's a lot of notes in this episode. But yeah, basically, whenever they're forced in, like, they were forced into this form to take a form of a weapon or a cloak or whatever, and it basically makes them immortal. But they can be drained of their power. And the only way to gain more power, well, one of the only ways to gain more power is to bond with a living being, like how Night Frost did with Lucius, King did with Nova, all that good stuff. But there is another way it kind of can gain power, and but it's more like it's force-fed power. It kind of works like the undead, and it can become corrupted and start to crave power, and they were afraid that's gonna happen in Night Frost, but, like, and people in chat were saying, like, and Night Frost is now a danger to the party, but so far Night Frost hasn't actually done anything to endanger the party. He's just been kind of scared, like, really scared of everything. So, like, so far he hasn't done anything to the party, so, like, and I personally love Night Frost. I started Night Frost Protection Squad. I want to protect my boy. I wanted to stay with Lucius and stuff, because I have a feeling, because I think that they can somehow help each other out with, like, their past and stuff. And that's exactly what Nova said. It's like, maybe if we should, like, be nice to it and stuff, like, he ain't going to kill anymore. Yeah. So, and basically, so I think Dean Simon said that, like, they're, like, he can talk, like, someone named Celeste knows more about this kind of stuff, and right now, she's in a sky city called Horizon, where, apparently it's not, like, the best of the sky cities, most glorious sky cities, because apparently a rebellion, a rebellion of common folk overthrew the High Elves, so it's kind of a bunch of Viva la France thing, with the revolution. I kind of hope they go up there and it's just straight Les Miserables. I want like I want a goddamn little boy running through the street yelling, "Vive la France! Vive la Horizon!" Anyways, I love musicals. But yeah. uh, and he also, like, he talks about, oh yeah, starts talking to Sentry, about the Prime and stuff, and about some Guardian stuff. He talks about, like, the different worlds and stuff, and I just want to point out that he said that there's someone from another world in this city who we know is Rose Meadow, and, he said that like, she's from this place, she's from a planet where everyone there is like her. So, I just want to say, there is an entire world with people like Rose Meadow. I would like to take a moment to say, rest in peace, Kim Richards and Ranger Seppa, for when we get there, because I know they are not the biggest fans of them. So, rest in peace. Rest in peace, guys. You will be greatly missed. Yeah. So many people died this episode, and we ain't even did the combat yet. Yeah. And basically he talks about how the Primus is something from the other world. So, like, if we're going to go find a Prime, it's like a different planet, on a different planet and stuff. So, I'll say, that makes me think, like, this campaign is definitely going to be a lot longer than the Lightfall campaign, because the Lightfall campaign, we were in this world of Iraq, and then we went to Brasaris for a couple of episodes. Yeah, there was also the, Unbroken Empire, but we never managed to get there, which I am a little sad about. I would have loved to go there. But anyways, what I'm saying is that was just one small continent, one small world and stuff. Aerois, you got the Lowlands, you got the Sky Cities, you got all these different planets. Like, if they're gonna go explore all of them and, like, do all these quests and stuff, do all the storyline stuff, it just seems like it's gonna take over 100 episodes, and I'm definitely not complaining, because I love me that sweet Aerois content. But yeah, like, I'm thinking it's definitely gonna be, like, over 100 episodes long, in my opinion. Like, definitely not, it's not gonna be Lightfall length, that's what I'm saying. Because Lightfall was 84 episodes, and, yeah, this gotta be, that was just based on one little land in Iraq. But, like, it's gotta be, it's gotta be long. There's just so much to explore, and I personally don't want to miss any of it. Even though the Aerois campaign will be released sometime after campaign, so, like, if they do not go to any planets, I could just, like, buy it and read about it and stuff, which, you bet my fucking ass I'm gonna go buy that campaign, okay? Like, when it's out. But yeah, which, it's not gonna be for years, but yeah. Where was I? Yeah. So, the Palador bastards enter, and basically, they're a bunch of racist assholes, and they tell Simon to come with them and stuff to, like, do something, and Simon just kind of agrees, because he's kind of scared and stuff, but he doesn't really want to go, and crew's like, yeah, fuck that, no, we ain't dealing with that, dude, don't be racist, and, because, like, they started acting racist towards the group and stuff, and, like, I just want to say, Mark is an amazing DM for many reasons, but especially at this point, because I legitimately got pissed off at some fictional racists. Like, I said that, like, if you watch to the donations, if you saw someone donated with the name Desiree55, that was me, and I said that, like, it got to the point where I was about to punch my school laptop. Like, I really was. That is a true story. And my school laptop, like, dude, I record Ramblin' Rollers on that. I watch, like, I do all my editing on this. I watch High Rollers on it. And most importantly, it's my school laptop. The school kind of gave it to me, so I would have had to pay, like, $1,000 if it got broken. But, broken. But hey, at least in my mind, I punched a fictional racist. Yeah, luckily I didn't punch it. I managed to pull myself back. And it's like, man, Mark is a great fucking DM. But I still hate these racist bastards. And luckily combat started, so I didn't need to go find my way to Aerois myself and punch these bastards. I really did not like these guys. So basically these guys burned down the library, they burned down the Church of Hespa. And and combat starts. Now, this was a very interesting combat. It takes up most of the episode, which, like I usually say, I'm not a huge combat heavy person, not my favorite thing in the world, but this fight was very good, mostly because I love it when people punch racists and stuff and kill them. Well, okay, I'm not that violent person, like, kill, like, stuff, but, like, in the fictional world of Aerois, yes, do that, please. I ain't there, I ain't Aerois, so no consequences for me. Punch him, and all that. It's beautiful, it is beautiful, and, like, smack him with a hammer. Yeah, it was a great fight. Basically, I wrote down some parts of the fight, like, the one moment when Night Frost covers Lucius in cloak form, and he engulfs him into shadows, and then kind of, like, pretty much teleports him to another part of the room or something. Like, I thought that was really cool. And Night Frost helping out and stuff. See, it shows that he still can do some good. And also later in the fight, when Night Frost, like, makes a trail of shadows and helps lead the crew out of the fire. Yeah. Also, one of the dudes, one of the Paldor cultists, because that's exactly what it is, a cult, cast Fireball straight at Quill and near Ayla, but luckily they both passed their dexterity throws, and they only took half damage, so they were still standing. At one point, Lucius, Ayla, and Sentry went under the Bane spell, which was bad news there, and basically, Sentry went down, but luckily, like, on her Constitution save for injury checks, she rolled a natural 20, so she only got some cuts and bruises and stuff, or I guess dents and Guardian form. I don't know. Do Guardians bleed? I'm not sure. But yeah, anyways, later on, Nova gets 1 point of exhaust. Like, some of they get, the crew, had to roll Constitution saves and stuff. Nova failed hers and gets 1 point, she got burned and gets 1 point of exhaustion for the smoke. Now, this is a point where, chat and stuff were talking. Now, I don't know if they addressed this in the donations, because I only watched up to my donation, and then went to record this. But Nova is an air genasi, or at least part air genasi. I think she once said she's half air genasi, half water genasi. But besides that, doesn't that mean she doesn't need to breathe or something? So, like, would the smoke really affect her and stuff? Also, would it affect Sentry too? Because, like, honestly, I don't know what the rules for these guys are anymore. I've never played Genasi. I've definitely never played Guardian. I'm pretty sure, because, like, you know, a whole new thing, but to World of Aerois, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know, like, the rules and regulations for them, so I could be wrong, and chat could be wrong, but did she need to breathe? Did Nova need to breathe? Or in Sentry, for that matter. But yeah. Where was I? So yeah, anyways, afterwards, so eventually combat ends, they get out of the fire and stuff, and, they get healed, people, like, Druids and stuff, put water on the fire, on the building and stuff, so it's all extinguished and stuff, and luckily the building's made of stone, so it's all good. And, basically, the Asmar girl, I forgot her name, basically, she goes talk to the crew, asks them what happened, stuff, the crew tell their side of the story. It's like, yeah, we just want to talk and stuff, and he just came and, like, started the fire. We didn't start the fire, it was already burning. Yeah. So, and basically, she tells him that, the priest Paldor, like, those guys, like, that night, they were taking a bunch of other priests from other churches, and they were going to take them hostages. And the crew pretty much kind of stopped that, at least with Hesper. I'm not sure if they got any of the other priests or something. It's like, if, like, they split up to get all the priests and stuff, but from, like, other churches. But apparently, I think, like, these guys call themselves the Ashbringers, and they believe that the Sundering was caused by the sins of the other, like, people worshiping other gods, or the sins of the other gods. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah. Because, like, so that night, they go to one of more fancy. Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to write this down. The girl said, the S-Smart girl said that they're probably going to get away scot-free with this because apparently they have some sort of blackmail on the mayor, and so I think either they have blackmail on the mayor or the mayor's a part of it, but I'm pretty sure it's the blackmail part. So they're going to get away scot-free with it. So that night they go to one more fancy taverns, to protect, Val and Arvel, just in case they get attacked at night and stuff. And then, next morning they hear town crier, and basically confirm that the mayor covered up for them. And Arvel eventually comes over and is like, bro, what the fuck just happened? Like, you guys almost died. And, like, they really did almost die. Like, they were so low on health. It was messed up. But Arvel said that Scout came by saying that Breeze is pretty much here and wants to talk to Sentry, but only Sentry because he doesn't really trust, non-Guardians. And that is pretty much where the episode ends off. So it seems like next episode, we're going to see this Breeze fellow, which is very exciting. We're going to learn some more about the Prime. And also, probably the Spell Clash tournament. I am also looking forward to that. But yeah. That's pretty much the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.